All right, so this is Mike Kaufman here from High Five History, giving you a tutorial on how to use Screencast-O-Matic. All right, so first thing, you should have already downloaded the Screencast-O-Matic to your desktop that you saw in the previous video. And once you've done so, all right, I have pinned the Screencast-O-Matic to my bar down here. If you did not do that yet, you can do that, but you can also just go in and search for your specific program. Right, just simply by clicking in there, Screencast-O-Matic, right? So there we desktop app. All right, once you click on there, at this point you have just the free version, right? So you're going to click on free recorder. And once you've done that, right, the screen's going to pop up and you're going to get a couple different options here on what you can do to be recording. So let's go through some of these options quickly so that way you know what you can do. First thing, you can do just your screen. All right, so you can see I just disappeared and you're recording just what's in this section. All right, so you can change it. Maybe you just want to record just that part of your screen, or maybe you want to do the whole thing, right? But you can adjust it right there. You can also record just the webcam, right? So if you wanted to just have a video of you talking, there you go, right? Right there on the webcam, easy breezy. But you can also do both, right? And this is the feature that I use most often. Right now, in this case, you're getting the screen and you're getting yourself, right? So you get best of both worlds. I think this is great for students because a lot of them are going to be able to see your face to help see facial expressions, body movements, and so forth. I think really helpful for our students. It also adds a personal touch. Now, even with the both feature, you have a couple different options here, right? You can bring yourself to the center. I like to start my videos like this, right? That way I can introduce or be at the sort of center of the screen and say, hello, students. This is also great if you want to show them something, right? So for example, you want to show them a piece of work. So I always say, hey, you're going to go to the work that I handed to you yesterday. This is what it looks like. Right? Great access. Great access there. You can also then go to your little screen, right? That way, if you want to have a presentation going on in the background, and with this, you can always move it to wherever, disappeared, wherever you want. Now, the cool thing is wherever you leave it, it's going to go back to that spot. Right? So I'll show you. All right, so you're here in the center, back to the spot. All right, if I put it over here, here to the center, back to the spot. Right, that way you can be purposeful. And then your last option is you can make yourself disappear. All right, so even though I'm still there on your screen, right, the video is not recording this part of you. Right, so this is great if you have a full screen presentation and you're going to be in the way. You simply click that option right there and you will not show up in the recording. Again, even though you're there right now, it will not show up in the final video. All right, next couple things that you want to take a look at is your narration. Right, so you might have a couple different microphones that you might have to choose from. I typically have a body mic that I use, which would come up here if I had it plugged in. Click on your microphone that you want to do, and you might want to do a little bit of a sound test. Right, you can adjust the volume there to make it louder or softer. All right, and you can always also record it. I recommend doing a sound check, I think, every time you start it. Great advice I got from David Ritchie was, the two keys to making a video look great is good lighting and good sound. Right, so take that extra moment to check your sound feature. Click OK. And that's really it for now, right? But then when you're ready to go, right, you're simply going to come down here. You're ready to record. You're simply going to click record. It's going to give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and you begin recording. Now you can hit pause. And you have a choice. You can click done because it's ready to go. Or, right, you can hit the trash can because you want to start over. Yes, start over. All right. And then you click record again and begin anew. My advice for you is if you make a mistake in that first 10, 15, 30 seconds, go ahead, start it over, even in the first minute. But if you make a mistake like I did dropping my iPad, don't start over, right? Unless your video really needs to be polished and look professional, in which case I would say, sure, go for it, start over. But if you're just giving a short little talk to your students, little mistakes are fine, right? You don't want to kill your time looking for perfection, right? Just like if you're in front of your classroom or giving one-on-one sort of help to a student, you're going to fumble around on words, you're going to misspeak, and that's fine, right? It's part of the process. Your students will forgive you. I think it's always good to show a little vulnerability and show that you make mistakes as well. And again, it'll save you time in the long run.
1.
All right, so after you have your screencast video made, right, so we can do a test here. Test, 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 test. And you like your video, right? You're ready for it to be published. You hit pause, right? And then instead of hitting the trash can to start over, you simply click done. Right now, from here, you got a couple options. You could preview it, right? So if you feel like you need to watch it before you publish it, go for it. And then you have 3 options on how you're going to save it. Now, you could upload it right to YouTube or Screencast-O-Matic. What I highly recommend is save it as a video file. It's just going to give you more options. So click there, and right, you have the type, MP4, file name, folder, and so forth. So you can make any changes before you click publish. Another tip I will give you, if you rename your file now, test, right, that will then be the name of the video when you upload it to YouTube. Now, again, you can change it once it gets to YouTube, but you can save yourself a step then and just name the file right now what you want it to be named. And then you simply hit publish. Right, it'll go, right, and you can click done. And there we go. There's my test video right there. So that is it. That's your introduction on how to get Screencast-O-Matic going and a couple of the basic features to help you start making your screencast videos. Good luck.